Hello and welcome back to Sell with Story, the brand boosting blueprint that turns your customers into heroes and clicks into dollars with Donald Miller. Hopefully you guys had a nice long lunch or a nice good break and you got to work on filling out your brand script. We have a lot to dig into today, so I'm really excited to kick it back to Donald. What are we going to start with?
Well, we're going to start actually taking some of the text that you came up with and putting it inside of a sales funnel. We'll make a sample sales funnel, or the bulk of one, at least a skeleton of one, before we're done by the end of the day. So the idea is you will actually have those great words in marketing collateral, at least a wireframe of marketing collateral that you can begin to use. And then later you'll see when we actually put some of your websites on screen and I review them, you'll see that you'll see little changes that you'll want to be able to make. You know, I look at marketing like fishing. I'm not a fisherman. I go once a year. I actually go next week in Montana to do some fly fishing. And basically, marketing is just changing the flies, sharpening the hook, and just seeing what works and what doesn't work. And by the end of the day, hopefully what I'm hoping is that you spend all day with me. There'll be at least some things that you can change on your website that you get an immediate response from. And then that hooks you to keep going and redo your entire sales funnel. So let's actually transition from the science of story structure, and it is rather scientific, it's a formulaic process, to the art of putting together a sales funnel. And so if you want to think about it this way, what I taught you in this morning's lecture was how to play 7 chords on a guitar. And they are scientific. You can't mess with them, you can't change the chords and get the same notes. There's a process, and it's very formulaic. But now we're going to switch from learning chords on a guitar to writing actual songs. And that means there's a lot of subjectivity. You're going to ask me things like, Don, should the philosophical problem be the header on the website? Well, maybe. Let's try that and see if it works. You're going to have a lot more artistic options as we create a sales funnel, unlike when we created your brand script, which pretty much it needs to be exact. So as we move in the workbook, we're going to move on past the brand script, and I want you to look at page 6 on your workbook. This is called a brand script. And basically what you can do is take your brand script, take the words from your brand script, and transpose them onto this brand script. So let me read to you from page 5, the fake company that we made, Circuit eBooks. Now we took their brand script and we transposed it onto a brand script, and when somebody asks, what's the story of Circuit eBikes, or what's the story of your organization, you can literally just fill out this fill-in-the-blank Mad Libs style brand script, and you've got fantastic copy about your company. Not only that, every one of you can fill this out and it'll sound like a completely different story. It's kind of amazing. Even though a lot of the words in there are the same words, it'll sound like a completely different story. So look at page 5 with me. I say at Circuit eBikes, we know that you want to be a leader of the pack. In order to do that, you need a new way to get to work. The problem is there's too much traffic, which makes you feel stuck. We believe life is too short. You shouldn't waste your time sitting in traffic. We understand we don't just care about bikes, we care about you, which is why we've helped more than 20,000 riders find a bike perfect for them. How do we do it? 1, get fitted. 2, choose a bike. 3, start leading the pack. So find a dealer. And in the meantime, here's 10 ways an e-bike will make you and save you money. So you can stop wasting hours in traffic and instead get to work faster and get hours back in your day. That's literally just the brand script transposed into a paragraph where we've added a few other words, and it's the story that you were inviting customers into. One of the things that you can do, there's 2 things that you can do with that brand script I just showed you. Because now we're talking about actually making marketing collateral. Not just the words that will go into them, but actually making new marketing collateral. One of the things that you can do is that you can make that the voiceover narration for a corporate video. So you can actually read that into a microphone or film somebody as a headshot just saying that actual paragraph, into the camera, add some B-roll and some mood music, and you've got a great promotional video. So that's one thing we can do with our clear message. You can actually just create a promotional video. The second thing is, as I show you the parts of a website here in the next hour or so, there's a place for what we just call the explanatory paragraph. And the explanatory paragraph is that long paragraph or series of paragraphs where you're talking about your product. I'm not a fan of using a lot of words on websites, but you do need SEO, and you need something that people can read to do due diligence or to feel like they're doing due diligence. And that is this BrandScript script. So this BrandScript script will, in text form, become one of the sections of your landing page. It can also be repeated as an email. So you've really, in one thing, you've covered, creating the BrandScript script, you've covered 3 different pieces of marketing collateral. A video, the explanatory paragraph on the website, and a long-form email that you can send to increase sales. So that's your first really great tool. Next, we're going to get into the 5 parts of a sales funnel that I recommend creating. And of course, it's much more complicated than this if you want it to be, but this is the most simple version. And just based on the text that you wrote this morning, you can put these into that text into these pieces of collateral that I'm going to show you, and you will certainly grow your company if you do that.